Hello everyone, how are you? I'm Morgan. I finally decided to press play and just film my first thrifting vlog. I run a little shop called Morgan Sources on Instagram, and I thrift pretty much every day for it, but I've never filmed it, so I figured maybe today would be a great day for me to film and show you guys my thought process and what I pick up and why, and just take you along with me. Okay, so here we are at the house, the first estate sale that we're going to. Opening up the door. I'm so sorry that I filmed this in portrait mode. It should be in landscape, but I promise the whole video isn't like this. Okay, so we're going in. I saw that like huge boho like wall hanging. That was like super cool, but I don't know, it's not really my style. The tassels felt a lot like wool, but in like a creepy way. It was $35, which was pretty cheap for something like that, but I left it behind. So yeah, none of this stuff is really exciting me at all, so now we're going into the garage where they had so much Christmas stuff. I can't even like fathom how someone can be like this much into Christmas, but I mean, to each their own, I guess. There's this cool like tile thing, but that was like super expensive. So now we're making our way into the living room, and it was actually really nice. They had all this like silver stuff, but I don't really know much about that stuff at all, so I didn't really pay much attention to it, but it is pretty. This tree is part of why I came to this estate sale. I saw it on the photos that they post as like a preview, but it was sold. I was so sad. Ugh. Okay, that's definitely a beautiful home, but they didn't have anything for me except for that silk plant I really wanted, but it was sold. So it was beautiful. I don't know how much they would have asked for it, but it was really pretty. But okay, on to the next. So now we're at the Thomasville Road Goodwill in Tallahassee, and when we first walked in, I saw these chairs. They're so cool. You can see them right there, but they were sold. And then I saw this KitchenAid, but it was the one that doesn't have like the crank or the arms, so meh. So I left it behind, and so I'm just scanning over the furniture, but there's nothing really that caught my eye. I always love going to the art section because sometimes you can find really nice original art and for a really cheap price. And I saw these really pretty art hangings, and there was an artist signature. It was really beautiful, but I think it was $12.99, yeah, and I kind of like to spend a little bit less if I'm reselling. I was about to head down the stairs to the lower level of this Goodwill, but then from across the room I spotted this piece of art. It's right there. I know it looks so weird, but it looks so interesting. That's part of why it caught my eye. So I'm walking over to see if there's an artist signature or if it's an original, but I couldn't tell. I was not tall enough to see, and it was really huge. So, but $29, like that's really cheap for that. Okay, yeah, that was a bust. I really like that painting. Kinda. I couldn't tell if there was an artist signature or not, and I definitely wouldn't want it if it was just a print because it was very weird, but if it was hand painted, I would have really liked that, but left it. It was 30 bucks. Other people might not want that, so it's too big for my space right now. So, off to the next one. How disappointing would it be if my first thrifting video I didn't find one thing? That'd be pretty bad. But you know, it's the reality. Sometimes you go out, I go out like almost every day and I don't always find anything, so. Okay, now we're at the Living Harvest thrift store. They always have a lot of good antiques. I always look at the opening room first because that's where they put most of their good stuff, but honestly, some of their good stuff is just mixed in with the normal items and they just don't realize that it's something nice. But spotted this handmade pottery thing that looks like a pie top that had holes in it, but it doesn't seem deep enough to hold like little branches or maybe like toothbrushes. So I'm not really sure what it was for, but it was so cute. But it also seemed like the top didn't really fit it that well, so it was kind of confusing. I think it did have an artist signature on the bottom, but I left it behind because I had no idea what it could be used for. As I was looking through the dresses, I came across that red and white one that I just pulled out, and I usually kind of just feel the fabrics instead of really looking at the clothes. I feel to see if it's cotton or silk or wool or something like that, and this one felt like really nice cotton, and it turned out to be cotton and silk mix, and it was really nice, so I added that to the pile to try on. Then I spotted this shirt from across the room. I was like, oh my gosh, that's something good. And it turns out it was a Roberto Cavalli, Just Cavalli line top. And it was 100% silk. It felt so nice, so I was pretty excited about that. So I added that onto the pile to try on as well. Does anybody else fall into the trap of thinking those Guess belts are Gucci belts? Like, I get excited every time, and then I get closer and I'm like, man, it's just Guess. What? This shirt is like the most luxurious silk. It's definitely coming home with me. Yes, yes, yes. I love that. Okay, wait. Why is this actually a window? I normally don't go for like long dresses like that, but this one actually fits. And it's like silk and cotton. And it's not too low cut either. Like, I'm not gonna be uncomfy. I actually really like that. Heck yeah. Okay. Both wins. There's like an open back too. It's so pretty. I would have to wear a bra with it though. That's the only downside. That's so cute. Well, that was some of the nicest clothing that I found in a long time. I paid $2 for the top and $4 for the dress. The top is like amazing silk and the dress is silk and cotton, and it's so comfy and it's so beautiful. So I'm pretty stoked about that. I could stop now, but will I? There's this really sweet man in there that these three people came in and he asked them like if they're students, and one of them said that they are going to Bible college. It's like a Bible college in Lakeland. And this sweet old man, he's like, wow, I'm so proud of you. And it was like so sweet to him. And then I get up to the register and he tells me, he's like, I'm so proud of you. And I was like, I'm not going to Bible college. I don't know why you're proud of me. I'm going to Florida State. And he was like, well, you're married, aren't you? I'm like, no, I'm not married. And he's like, well, and I said, well, I do have a boyfriend that would like to marry me. And he's like, well, I'm proud of you for that. He was like, if you don't feel like he could be your husband or the father to your children, don't date him. And I'm like, yes, I know. Okay, we made it to the next place. I usually look at the furniture first when I walk into a Goodwill because that's what's going to be worth a lot of money if I find something good, but I didn't, so I skipped that. And these vases looked cool, but they were plastic when I picked them up, so I passed. I saw this owl from across the way. It looked like a little tea light holder, and it's cute, and it did feel like brass, but I don't know if owls are really my style, really, so I left it behind. And then I saw this basket. It looks so funny from a distance. It's like this big old, like, chubby bunny basket. So cute. That box with the animals on it I thought was so pretty, and it looked like vintage. It looked really nice. So, and it actually, yeah, I think it was, but I couldn't figure out how to get it open for the longest time, so it took a second. I like kept trying to I had to put my phone down to open it up, but it turned out I had a lot of cracks in it, and there was a crack at the top, so I left it behind. But it was really cute. Okay, there's nothing for me there, but I'm pretty happy with the two things that we got today, and I didn't get anything for my shop, but those two things I really like for myself, so I'm pretty happy. I might end it here. So if you liked it, maybe I'll come out with more. I promise I'll get better at filming, and probably get a stabilizer if I feel like I really want to do this like regularly, because I literally go thrifting almost every single day. What's the harm in bringing you guys with me for some entertainment? Like, why not? So I'm probably gonna head home, see if I can turn this into anything, and thanks for watching.